Hello, how are you guys doing? Tonight I am here for my review on Sistas season 3 episode. Oh my God. Episode 20, We Got Time. Guys, y'all know this episode was so fire last night, man. Man, when I tell you, I was here for all of it. Okay, so last week Karen walked in on Fatima and this conversation. So so she was like, "Is that right, Andy? So you telling her to be with Zach?" Karen have completely lost her mind completely, and so Andy was like, "Well, go, Fatima, just go ahead and go, to your office." No, Karen was trying to bogart like, "No. She said, well, no, this don't have nothing to do with me." She was like, well, it does have something to do with you. And, Fatima to me was really nice about it. Because, I would have said, little woman, okay? I don't owe you 1 minute of my time. I don't have to explain anything to you, right? I don't have to explain to you why Zach don't want to be with you. I don't have to explain to you why you feeling the way you feeling. I don't have to sit here and justify the way you feeling in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And talking to you is only if I want to talk to you, right? Not you standing in the doorway trying to make me talk to you, right? Guys, I'm telling you, Karen have lost her mind. She have lost her ever-loving mind. So, okay. So, okay, Andy she was trying to make the situation, she was trying to make sure, she was trying to keep the peace. However, Karen acting stupid or whatever. And so she even told Andy, she was like, all of a sudden you started hanging with her, you changed. What? You upset because she's friends with the woman who Zach is with. That's what you upset about. And the crazy part about it, guys, this is what kills me. She kept asking Andy, like, is they together or whatever. Why do you need to know if they were together? Why do you need to know any of it? Like, why? No, not why do you need to know. Why? When your man has moved on and he's seeing somebody else, women, you can't tell me that you don't understand, that you don't feel it, that you don't know it. And we're talking about the same man who have told you 3, 4, 5 times that it's over. He said it. The only thing he did not do was write it down or sign language. Give you sign language or write it down. He said it. He have said it 4 or 5 times. He have said it. And I'm not understanding. So, okay. So she want to start calling Fatima out her name. And Fatima was like, you know what, Andy? No, she told Karen, she said, you know what? I'm giving you a pass. Because I don't care nothing about this job. And I believe Fatima would have took Karen and baby cleaned up that break room with her. Cleaned it up. Mopped her head all around that floor. I truly believe that. I'm not understanding. You hostile? What you hostile for? I think who are you angry at? You angry at yourself? Misdirect anger? Like it's like she have misplaced anger. Who are you angry at? Because right now it seems like you're mad and angry at the world. Okay, so they have words and Fatima leave, and Andy wanted her to leave. So when she shut the door, she was like, you've changed since you've been, you've changed. You're supposed to be my friend. You're supposed to know that so Andy was like, hold up. You broke it off with Zach. So Karen was like, I know, but you being my friend, you should know I still love him. Girl, what? What? Girl, what kind of buffoonery? You broke it up with the dude And you want me to know, where do they do that at? You supposed to know that I still love Zach. Okay. And what am I supposed? Okay, I'm supposed, and so I don't supposed to. Like I'm befuddled here because, okay, I supposed to know you still love Zach and you broke up with him. See, I'm telling you guys, they want to act like Zach and Karen been together for decades. They were together 3 years, right? Okay, so in Karen's mind, 3 years is like 20 years or something, because you supposed to know that I still love Zach. And then later on, when she was talking to Zach, right, she was, acting like, maybe is it me? Am I missing something? Because, yeah, I can be with a dude 3 years, but guess what? 3 years is not all of my life. And I can give you my heart. So I can give you all of me, my heart, my mind. I can just turn myself over to you. But guess what? When it's over, it's over. I'm gonna take a moment. Now I'm not gonna say how big of a moment, because I'm not, hurt is hurt. But I'm gonna take a moment to regather myself, get my feelings intact, and move on. Karen have lost her ever-loving mind. So then she tells, so Andy was so outdone too. She said, look, friend and love friend. She was like, so you watched it happen. So you watched it. I was like, this girl is looking for anybody to blame for the foolery but her. Because in my mind, you did all of that stuff to Zach. Guys, I'm not trying to say Zach was no A1 dude. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't do dirt. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, she knew Zach had a record, and he brought this up at the end. You pressed charges on him, and you know that boy didn't take your credit card. But because he wasn't chasing behind you and running behind you, you and your feelings. She knew Zach didn't do that. I'm gonna tell you something. Now, I will say this: when you with a person, when you are with a person long enough, right? When you have a history with them, you know whether or not they will steal from you. You know. And she knew Zach did not. She knew it, but she was mad that he wasn't running behind her and whatever. You chose Aaron. Remember, guys, when the brother came and Zach ended up getting stabbed and all that stuff? Zach, give me time, Zach. Give me time, Zach. You know what I'm saying? So he gave you time. He stepped back, got wrapped up in somebody else, and now you mad? You and your feelings? Girl, who told you that this world revolves around you? Because somebody lied. Somebody straight lied to you, darling. And I'm telling you guys, the whole time I've been saying Tyler Perry better not break up Fatima and Zach. Because again, women, those of us who encourages our men, you know what I'm saying? Uplift our men. Speak positivity into our man. No, I'm not saying that Zach wasn't a dog and Zach didn't cheat, because he did. In season 1, he was horrible. But they kept going together, breaking it off, going together, breaking it out. Aaron stepped in the picture. Now all of a sudden, our normal routine ain't so normal. But you want him to sit on the sideline, as handsome as he is, and wait on you to decide who you want. Now you so all in love, hot and bothered, you don't know which way is up. Oh, okay. So, darling, somebody lied to you. Somebody told you wrong. Somebody need to go get Sherry Belafonte and bring her back to the show and let her tell her daughter that she needs to snap out of the foolery. Okay? I'm so over Karen. Okay. So again, she handed this, but what got me is when she said, so you watched it happen. You guys see, I went back to that. You watched it happen. Again, everybody taking accountability. She want everybody to take accountability for the fact that Zach moved on and he's happy. She said they in love, friend. They in love. How they in love this soon? Oh, you don't understand? You don't understand that things happen? People fall in love? Yeah. It's not all about you, boo-boo. It's not all about you. You know, that light skin, light bright man that you seeing over there, that's who need to make it all about you, boo-boo. Just him. Just the crazy one. And something's wrong with him anyway. Because while you constantly, and I'm going to jump on him. Okay, so she ended up leaving. So Fatima goes to her office and she calls and she tells Zach that Karen came up there acting a straight monkey. And he in his feelings and he mad. She was like, don't call her. He said, oh, no, I'm not. But he did go see her. Even though the girl told him, don't, you know. I guess she should have been specific. Just don't. Anywho, so Andy goes into Fatima's office and she said, you know what? That's my friend. I love her with all my heart, but you do what's best for you. And I was glad she said that because I feel like she know what Zach and Fatima have from what Fatima is telling her, and given the fact that, you know, Fatima has credibility. She know they're on the right path. They seem to be enjoying each other's company. They seem to have fallen in love. And I feel like that was the best thing that she could have done, was come in there and say, you know what? Do you, boo? If Zach is who you want and Zach is who making you happy, what do you, boo? Because at first I didn't know what side she was going to be on. Because, you know, sometimes people flip-flop. But she didn't. She said, do you, boo? Okay, cool. So, okay. Karen goes to the shop, right? Aaron is there. Actually, Karen is hot and bothered. Aaron is like, I just came to, you know, check on you. She was like, I'm fine, or whatever. And so, you know, he was like, I just come to check on you, whatever. And so she sent Pam to the back. And Pam listening, she said, I need to fire her. He was like, don't fire Pam. She's cute. And she was like, thank you, Aaron. Or what? I like Pam. You got to have a messy one around to keep you on your toes. And I'm loving some Pam. Okay. So Maurice is at the bank and Q called. I'm trying to figure out what, Maurice, do we need to have a side talk? First of all, boo-boo, when you found out he was using you, right? No more communications should have went on. You could have lost your job. You sitting there thinking, all was well. But Sabrina bust your bubble and told you, no, I had to talk these people down because they thought you had something to do with it and they wanted to fire you, boo-boo. So you want to go and play like you, what? Q call, you know, act like he crying, or he was crying, or whatever. But the thing is, guys, there is no way Maurice should have talked to him. So Maurice, you know, he talked to Maurice. He like, I don't know much longer I'm gonna make it, and thank you. No one ever been that nice to me, really. I was so nice to you that you wanted to give your homeboys to come rob this bank. I think you know, the little comments are a little too late. The little thank yous are a little too late. Because you showed me your true self when you came. Look how bad he handled him. Look how bad he handled him. And now you want to kiki on the phone. You want me to carry on the phone and meet you somewhere? No, sweetie. And Sabrina told him, what are you doing? And he was like, I just wanna. I'm like, Maurice, are you that desperate for attention? Guys, can somebody help me out? Like, what is it? What am I missing? Something's going on, because why would there even be further communication? If you slept with me just to get information on how to rob my bank, but it didn't go as planned, because as planned, I'm sure him and Sabrina would have been dead, right? So it didn't go as planned, and you had nerve to call me talking about, can I meet you can I go with you to AA? I can't go with you to AANAARTATR. I can't go with you to ABCDEF. I can't go with you up the street, down the corner. I can't go with you nowhere. So what are you calling me for? I can't go with you to my front door, sir. And any help you need, maybe they'll give it to you on the inside. This what you walk yourself on to the police station, turn yourself in. So Maurice agreed to meet him at the police station, and Maurice sitting there at the police station, he actually went like an idiot. He actually went. So Calvin is coming through the this got on my nerve too. Calvin was coming through the airport, and so happened to come to Dani's desk, her station. Now, she was trying to be professional and whatever, and he kept coming, why are you doing this and why are you doing that? Really, he really wanted to tell her off, point blank, really. He was hoping to get a dialogue. Because he feel like Dani is the root of all their problems. First of all, Sabrina is a whole grown woman. That's like any of us. We have brains and thoughts of our own. And if one person can sway you in any way every time, then you don't need to be in a relationship. And he kept saying, you she be fine, and then you put these thoughts in her head. Well, are you saying she's slow? Because I'm not understanding. Because if I felt like my man was secure, my relationship was secure, and I was well, I wouldn't care what nobody else think. Because at the end of the day, she's with Preston. Dani is with, Andy is with Gary. Who else? Karen is whatever with the crazy with Aaron. What I'm saying is they live in their life. So I'm not understanding why he feel like it's what Dani say. So basically, to me, you're saying Sabrina not so smart. She can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. And if that was the case, if she listened to everything Dani said, she wouldn't be with you, because Dani had already said, like, you don't need to be with him. And she told her to leave. So I don't know why you feel like this one lady have all this power and is interfering in your relationship, sir. Maybe it's the fact that you were panties. That's why Sabrina is confused. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's the fact that you a man and you like dildos. Maybe that's why she's confused. Or you a man and you like being pegged, because that's what you told her. So none of what you said about what you like is the reason. It's the culprit. Right? None of that is the culprit. Boy, get out of here with that. Dani did better, because I would have said, let me tell you something, baby. You can, because Dani told him, she said, I feel like you in the closet. And so, okay, if that's her thoughts, that's just her thoughts. Guess what? Your girl is the one that came time after time after time and explicitly explained what happened in your bedroom. Your woman. Dani wasn't there. And I feel like this. I feel like if you coming to me for my 2 cents, I'm going to give you my 2 cents. I don't have to sit here and lie and sugarcoat anything to you. If you are feeling some type of way, that's because maybe you need to feel some type of way. if at the end of the day she's worried about maybe whether or not eventually you're going to want a man, okay, that's a conversation you and her need. But I don't see why Dani can't express her feelings. Because, and then she was, and he tried to make her feel bad. I wouldn't have felt bad. Because I'm not going to lie. Friends that I actually care about, if you come and ask me my opinion, I suggest you don't. Because I'm not going to sit here and pretend. I'm not going to sit here and just tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you my honest to God's opinion. Now, okay, So basically you're saying Sabrina don't think for herself. Because he said when we're together she's fine, but when she talked to you, all of a sudden she's not so secure. No, maybe them red panties you had on made her not secure. Those pink panties, green panties, purple panties, whatever. Right? Maybe it's that. So anywho, so Dani calls her and she was, I guess she felt guilty. And so Sabrina dumb self did come up and say something like, well, you do say whatever. What? Girl, what? Girl, you grown. What I say shouldn't have no bearings on whether or not you want to sleep with this man. You feel some type of way. That's why you came and said he wore panties. You did not appreciate the dildo stuff. That all came from you, and now all of a sudden you want me to be Team Calvin. See, women be doing the most. You my good girlfriend, long as you telling me what I want to hear. Okay, well then don't ask me. Because here's the deal. You felt some type of way. That's why you brought it to me anyway. And so when Dani tell her what she thinks, she didn't say that's the truth. She said in her opinion. And if you normally date roughnecks, and now you dating a man who wear panties, who's confused here? It seems to me like you confused. You might want to check that. If you're used to dating these roughnecks, rough around the edges, whatever. And then now you got someone who, who might pull some panties out your drawer and put on, then that's on you. That's not everybody's problem. And I don't know why Dani started feeling bad. I wouldn't have felt bad about it at all. Nor would I wouldn't have called her. I wouldn't have said nothing. But she told us, she was like, do you, whatever you want to do, whatever, I support you. Okay, I can do that. But, no, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that because, it's something about Sabrina that just irks my soul. For real. Because I have always said that she's so wishy-washy. Man, if you want to be with him, be with him. But then don't run over here and I don't understand. I can't do that. Shut up and be with him. I'm off of Sabrina because it don't take much for me to just fume up at her. Okay. So, let's see what else happened. Okay, so that was Dani, Andy. So Robin comes into Andy's office. And, he was, I guess he was trying to see how it went, how she feeling about what happened or whatever. And so she told him, she enjoyed herself or whatever, but it'll never happen again. That's a door she would not leave open. He was like, why not? And she said, that's something I don't want to do. And, I don't know. I think he was thinking maybe she would feel, different about the situation. Maybe she would want to leave the door open for more threesomes. Like, really, dude? I don't know. But to me, he left disappointed. She was like, because she kind of blew him off. Right? Because I don't know what he was thinking in the grand scheme of things. Like he's going to go put it down and she's going to fall in love and now we can have all the threesomes all around the world. No, that ain't how that went, boo-boo. She said that door is closed. It was what it was. It was what it was. Last night, this is a new day. That door is closed. We will not revisit. Thank you. Have a nice day. So now he left out her office with his, bag. Said he's on his way to London or whatever. Okay, bye. So Fatima comes and she tells Andy that Gary's there. And so she goes to see him, and remind you guys in the last episode, he called some woman or whatever. Now he want to pretend she was like, what are you doing? And he was like, that lady was Jenna, his spy lady, whatever. She said, I just want you to get out. Don't make me act up at my job. Get out. I just want you to go. You go and sleep with some guy and you treating me like, boy, bye. I was like, girl, just cuss him out one good time, how you normally cuss him out or whatever, and have him go. Because I am over Gary. Like, you keep messing up. And then, no, baby, take that bipolar, PTSD, ADHD, whatever you got, and keep it moving. She told him, when I get off, please be gone. Right? So Fatima come and get her and say the partners are waiting. He was like, oh, you trying to play me, Fatima? You trying to play me? I guess he figured evidently the partners are not waiting, and she just want to come and rescue Andy because he was so ready to keep on talking. No, baby, no, boo-boo. That door is closed. You sit here and you thought that calling some woman and whatever, well, it backfired, sir. It backfired on you, and now you're standing there with mud on your face, looking a fool. Goodbye. See you later. Okay, so Zach goes to the office to see Karen. She goes to the salon. He goes to the salon, and he had an interaction with Pam. Then he goes to the office. He said, now you coming at Fatima? Guys, I'm not gonna lie, Karen had gotten on my nerve, but to me, this woman, she was broke down. Her feelings were so exposed. She was letting Zach know. She was like, I thought that's what we do. We get into it, we break, we get into it, we make up, we get into it, we make up, So it was a pattern, right? Okay, so Zach told her, he said, I love her. She said, you love her? He was like, yes. She said, more than me. He said, don't do that. Because they were going back and forth. And he was like, she encourages me. She uplifts me. This girl come talking about, I don't encourage you. I don't hold you down. You in and out of jail, giving you thousands of dollars. And he was like, and then this what clicked for me. That should have clicked for her. He said, it was one thing you said, and I knew at that point I could never go back. He said, we're not good for each other. He said, yes, I love you, but we're not good for each other. He said, you called me a thief. And she said, I'm sorry, that was a mistake. He said, no, don't be sorry, because it was no mistake. Right? It was no mistake. You did that willfully, and you knew what you was doing, but out of spite, you did that. And he said, you knew I had a record. And you called and had me put in jail and accused me of called me a thief. He said, at that moment, I knew I couldn't go back. And she had broke down. She said, well, this ain't over for me. I'm like, girl, you didn't understand none of that he said? And he was leaving, and he told her, he said, just leave Fatima out of it. She have nothing to do with you and I. I was like, you better tell her. And he was on his way out the door, and she said, I'm pregnant, Zach. Now, are they trying to say when her and Zach messed around in that same office months ago, that's when she pregnant? Because her and Aaron slept together time and time again, right? So, is it you don't know who the daddy? Is it out of you and Aaron? Or what? Because I'm not understanding. How you know this Zach baby? Because I don't think she would lie about it. I mean, surely she ain't that low. But, I mean, I just, next week, I need to know what's going to happen. But I do know this, guys. Fatima and Zach have a spinoff show called Fatima. So, I can't wait till that come on. I want Zach with Fatima. Again, I want Zach with Fatima. I don't think she's lying about the pregnancy, but I'm pretty sure you need to do some explaining. And, baby, you're going to have a DNA because you just cannot say that's Zach's baby. You just cannot. So, we shall see how that plays out. This is Sean's Journey out.